Hi friends, welcome to my channel Technical Arquen. Myself Arnab Kundu. In this video, we are diving into another powerful machine learning model, decision tree, right? And today's video, I will discuss decision tree classification model. This model predicts the output in form of classes or labels depending on the input features. Means the model classifies the output in form of classes or labels according to the input is given, right? Example may be predict in form of true, false or yes, no, right? For an example, suppose depending on age and income of a person, the model predicts the person will buy a car or not. Okay, so let's get started with machine learning model using Google Colab, right? So go to the computer screen, step by step, I will discuss decision tree classification model elaborately. So let's dive in. Hello friends, today I will be discussing the decision tree classification model, which is another and widely used machine learning algorithm. Okay, decision tree classification model predicts the discrete value in form of classes or levels, right? That means the model helps us to predict in form of classes or levels. Okay, so let's explore how the model works with code step by step in Google Colab. Okay, so at first we should know how the decision tree classification model works, right? Decision tree classification model predicts the output in form of classes or levels depending on the input features, right? Means the model classifies into categories like true or false, yes or no, right? So today the problem is that predict the categories. Suppose we put the age and the income of a person and the model predicts the person will buy a car or not, right? In my AI/ML series, in my last video, I have discussed the steps, the core steps of linear regression model. So the same steps will follow in case of decision tree classification model also. Okay, the key concepts are feature and the label selection, and then we find out the accuracy and the confusion matrix for the evaluating the model, and tree visualization show in a graphical manner, and also predicting the new samples which is not present within the data set is concerned. So it's look like that. This is a root node and these are the left branches and these are the right branches. Okay, so I just go to my Google Colab workspace and I just describe the code step by step, right? So now I'm just within my Google Colab workspace and already the code is written to there. I already saved the code in decision tree.ipynp, this file within the Google Colab. Okay, so the first part we already know. In linear regression I've already told the first core steps is the import libraries. So here I'm using pandas. Why? Because for the data manipulation and analysis. For sklearn, this is one of the machine learning library which is used to do the machine learning tasks. Okay, and matplotlib and pyplot, this model is used to visualize the result into graphical manner. Okay, now the second part, create the sample data sets. Okay, so our problem is that age and income of a person, depending on that it predicts the person will buy a car or not. Okay, so age is given and on that age some income is also given to there, and buy car given 0 and 1. What happened in throughout the program we put 0 actually as a no and 1 is actually yes. No means the person will not buy a car and yes or 1 means the person will buy a car. Okay, so that's interpretation was given, 0 for no buy, 1 for will buy. Okay, and then we create the data frame object just use pd.dataframe and send this argument data, whatever the data set we create here as a dictionary format, and then we prepare input features and the target value. We already know capital X and small y is used in machine learning code. Capital X is an independent variable and which is actually the input features, and y is the predicted output of the corresponding input features, okay, and is a dependent variable on X. And here the double square bracket y used because capital X is an independent variable which usually a 2D array or data frame, and small y is a dependent variable, usually 1D array or series. That's why for X is concerned we put within a double square bracket, right? And then split data into training and testing set. So X underscore train and Y underscore train, this pair is used for the training, and X underscore test and Y underscore test, this is used for the testing. X underscore train is the input features for training, and Y underscore train is the predicted output for training, and X underscore test the unseen data which is present in the data set but not present in the training set. Y underscore test, the respective output, denotes the predicted output of this unseen data which is present in the X underscore test, okay, and this function is used for splitting the data, train underscore test underscore split. The arguments are X, Y, and here we put test underscore size equal to 0.2, means we have divide or split the data set into two parts, training 80%, testing 20%, okay, and random underscore state equal to 42 means we ensure that the same split for the data set is concerned, means ensure the productability of the result, okay. And this 42 doesn't mean anything, you can put any integer value between 0 to 99. For the convention we are using this 42. There have no technical reason behind that to use this 42, okay. And the fifth step is that train decision tree classifier. So the model name for decision tree classification model is concerned is decision tree classifier, okay. So we have used this model and then fit it with the training value. That means we have put the input features for training and also put the output or predicted values for the training. And now sixth step is that make prediction. Now we put this unseen data. Now we put as an input features as an unseen data which is present in the data set but not present in the training set. And now the predict the output and stored in the y underscore pred, this particular variable. Now the seventh step is that evaluate the model, and here I am using three different functions. One is accuracy underscore score, that is classification underscore report, and that is confusion matrix, confusion underscore matrix. These three functions are used here to evaluate the model, and it tells how the model will perform, okay. This functions is used to understand how the model is predicting, okay, means how the model is work better or not. These functions tell according to the result is concerned, okay, means they are evaluating the model. And the step 8, predict on new data. Now we put absolutely new data which is not present in the data set, okay. So age is 35 and income is 70,000. On that basis the person will buy a car or not, it will predict by the model. The model name is decision tree classifier, okay. And after that it will predict the result and also show in form of the prediction 0 and 1. Already told, 0 means will not buy a car and 1 means will buy a car, okay. And then we visualize in form of graphical representation of the result. Now the accuracy is 1.0, means the model is best. Now this classification report shows precision, the recall, F1 score, support, etc., etc. All cases 1 means the model is working very well, okay. Now there is a given is that confusion matrix result. This is the output of the confusion matrix. This is a true negative is 2, means the two samples are correctly predicted with no values. No means will not buy a car. And why? Because the test set contains only no values, means the persons who are not buy a car, okay. So this is the result of the confusion matrix. And also the prediction shows 1 according to the age and the income of a person is concerned, okay. Now this is the decision tree visualization, a way to explain how decision making happens in machine learning, especially in classification problem, right? So this is a root node and this is a left branch and this is a right branch. If it is true, then left branch will execute. If this is false, then right branch will be executed. Now there is a condition is given, h less equal to 30 and the Gini is 0.219. What is Gini? Gini is a measure of impurity. It closer to 0 means it is best for the model is concerned. Okay. Now the samples are 8, means 8 pupils within the group are there and the values are given 1,7. The first one representing the no and second one representing the yes, means 1 person belongs to class no and 7 persons belongs to class yes. So that's why the more values are in present in the yes. That's why means the class values yes means the model predicts yes, means the person will buy the car. Now if it is true, then this will be executed. So Gini is 0 means the group is pure, sample is 1 means only one person in a group and value is 1, 0 means only one person belongs to the no class and no person up there belongs to the yes class. So that's why the class is no, means the model predicts no, means the person will not buy a car. And if it is false, then Gini is 0 again, means the group is pure, sample is 7. Now there is a 7 pupils belongs to a group. Now the values is 0 for no class and 7 for yes class, means 7 people belongs to the yes class. So that's why the class is yes, means the model predicts yes, means the person will buy the car, right? I hope you have understood today's problem. Today's problem is that we are using decision tree classification model which actually classifies the categories depending on the input features. In that problem we are categorizing that way yes or no, means yes means the person will buy the car, no means the person will not buy the car. Okay, I hope you have understood today's topic. If you have some doubts for today's problem is concerned, just type in the comment section. I will try to solve this problem. Those who are still not subscribed my channel, please subscribe it. Keep watching Technical Arcon because more AIML videos will come. So today up to this. Thank you and bye bye.